Hi, everyone. I hope you can see me and you can hear me. I'm going to go over and put the comments on so I can see. Oh, yes, I see ya. It looks like, oh, let me see. Okay, there. Looks like Joe was in here first. And welcome, Joe, from Vintage Style by Joe. She's always good to be here. And Katie Crafts is here. Thank you. Thank you for coming. That's okay that you're lurking and listening, Joe, because we just can't fit everything in. Sometimes sometimes I have to just be up doing something, that I'm doing. I'm either cutting my fabric or I'm doing this. So I'm not stationary, I'm moving around. So then you got to listen more. So but there's some you can listen to and some that you want to watch with some people, depending on what you're watching. Welcome to Sew and Talk Tuesdays, and I'm Sherry, and Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie. Good Stuff Ninja. Could you tell me what your? Would you mind giving me your first name, and then that way we can call you by your first name, unless you wanted us to just call you Ninja. Let me see. Who else is in here? Okay. I don't know about anybody else, but I've been sewing up a storm, and I know that a lot of you are. Um, I've enjoyed it, but it's like sometimes I put in 8 hours a day sewing and that, but but I'm doing 2 sew-alongs right now in January. One is Song Sparrow, and Lori from Quilting in the Country is the one that's hosting that. Winter Kisses is Deb from Deb Pug Mama Quilters. She's hosting that one. Today, I was working on the Winter Kisses, and I don't know if it happened to you. I had ordered the jelly roll that you can get from there, that goes with that. But some strips, I either cut wrong. You always should cut the largest part first, meaning you have a 2.5-inch strip. If they want you to be cutting 2.5 by 4.5, let's say, then you probably should cut out of that strip the 4.5s. And then what's left of your strip should be your 2.5 by 2.5s, let's say. I don't think I did that because I would end up coming up with maybe, let me see, which one, what am I working on? Oh, I'm doing these right here, these things. And I would come up one short, like I'm short. I don't have enough to do, I need 4 of those blocks for each block. And so that means 16 of these, and I don't have enough. I'm gonna look at my tray again, though, see if I have it there, but so as an alternative, I decided I would just take some of my fabric that I already had, because 'cause I'd gone through everything here, basically, other than a few pieces that I'm gonna use for some keep back to use in case I need them. But this was in the color family, and has little leaves, it looks like holly, so I'll do some of those up and make up because I need 6 blocks for this. I'm doing it's the green part. We did the red. Deb's gonna be showing us the green part. She's been working on it on Friday at 3 o'clock, and, I'm just curious whether or not anybody else that might have gotten the jelly roll from, it was I forgot what the name of it. Is it Mary Lee or Mary some I can't remember the name of it. what the line is, but, you know, some of the strips had 2 strips and some only had 1. And I found, that I had with that jelly roll, I had a little difficulty determining what was gonna maybe be my light. Well, there's one that you could really tell right on that it was light and then the darks. So, that must be a Sherry problem there. But I just thought I would vent a little bit. I enjoy the, sew along. It's just that, I just wanted to share about the jelly roll, how it was for me. And Katie can hear me and see me good. And Jessica from It's Me, Jessica Lee. She's on the road right now. That's her new channel. It's Me, Jessica Lee. And let me see, good stuff. I saw you. And Lisa's in here. She's saying hi to everyone. She says she'll be working because she'll be looking because she's working. So she can only listen off and on, you know, when she can catch a little bit. And Melanie's here. Thank you, Melanie, for coming in. I appreciate it. And Yo Patty, she's here. Nice to see you here. She's saying hi to all of us. Oh, okay, good stuff, Ninja is recovering from wonkiness. Is that wonkiness in how to quilt a block that you got wonky blocks? You're making wonky blocks? Or you're walking wonky? We need to know. I've done all 3 before. Let me see. Winter Kisses is really beautiful, but more than I can handle right now. It is a beautiful quilt. There's only 2 blocks, so once you do it, you repeat it. The time part, I would have to say, is in the cutting of both of the sew-alongs, is preparation of cutting the patterns. But this green one, the second block, it actually goes together pretty quick. I'm doing some chain sewing, so I just got 1 block together finally, just to be able to see what it looked like. But that seemed to be one of the best ways to do it, instead of block by block with the green. With the red, I had to go block by block. I see that Katie, the Greenland quilter's in here. You know what? It's supposed to have had a vertical chat, but it didn't. It did. I must have missed the button that I have to tell it in my StreamYard that I want to do both vertical and horizontal. I think I missed clicking on that, so that's why. But let me see. Mistletoe and holly. Deb's right. That's the line that we have, and that's what I had gotten. It's really cute and that, and I'm enjoying it, and I think it's going to be pretty. I'll show you the block. I hope you don't mind, Deb. I'm going to show them the block I've been working on. I have my red ones done. Now, before I show you, I have to tell you the colors. I messed up on the colors of, like, okay, I'm going to show you. Here's my block. Now, you see this and this should be the same fabric. Instead, I made these 2 the same fabric. So, but I didn't have enough to change that. So, but you know what? It still has the same look as what's in the book. So, and I'm happy with it. Is it okay, Deb? Let me see. Melanie did all the jelly rolls that were made the same way. I don't know because I don't know if anybody else had a situation with it, but I didn't feel like I had enough of either like in the reds, I didn't have enough of the different tones. And even if you think of this block here, see the plaid? That could be either red or green, or it could be the, what do I want to say, cream or the neutral, but I don't think the light. It wouldn't have been the dark, but it'd been the light. But I could have used that for the red or the green. But I used it for the green. Wonkyism is just sewing stuff together without measuring. Oh, I love that. Crazy quilting, also known as brain dead quilting. I love that. I love to do that myself. I tell you what, I think when I get off, I'm gonna do some wonky stitching. I think you can come up with some of the greatest ideas. And then if you if you like to slow stitch or do anything like that, throw some stitches in with that. Nice. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Jaja, she's in saying hello. Hello. Geraldine, good afternoon, everybody. Judy Heber's here. Quilt and Crochet. She has a new channel. You want to check her out. In fact, while I'm reading the hellos, I am going to, let me see. Right. Whoop. I think it's this one. Yep. Right there. You can drop your channel by typing share. And then people can write it down on a paper, and then they can go back and check your channel out. Deb's saying hi to everyone. Zaza's here. Hi, Zaza. Glad to see you. And let me see. Yep. Yeah. Share your channels, please. So anyway, I thought I'd just do a little sewing today. I had to, like I said, I had to make up certain ones in units just to make sure I had enough of that color. So if I didn't, I could change it. These are the little project trays that I've been using. And I can put my pieces on them. I got this from Amazon. They're for jewelry and all that. I love them. I forgot how many I have. 24. I have 20 or 24. And every single one of them was full between the two quilt-alongs. The ones down below is the sew-alongs, I'm sorry. The one below is Song Sparrow. So I got this block ready to go. And that is my bird. I did my flowers first. And then this is a wait, did I? Why does that remind me that this is a flower? Oh, it is a flower. I've already done my birds. See, I've been sewing too much. I don't know where I'm at. That's why I have to stop and think before I do something, because I'll mess it up somehow. Let me see. I'll show you this. Remember I showed you that I had used the Crayolas or crayons, but the water soluble ones. I'd use those on the paper, and I embroidered these in. And put the comments back on so I can see your comments. And then I'm gonna Okay, let's see. Can I get back up here? There, now I can see. So anyhow, what I'm gonna do with this, I did 2 of them. I hand embroidered. This calms me. It's relaxing. So I'll hand stitch. So I did the little birds, and what I'm gonna do is make a hexagon out of these 2. Um, Create by Christine has a channel, and they're doing a mat, like it can be a table mat, it could be a table runner, whatever you wanted to do. And what you can do is there's 2 2 layers of it. The one backing is bigger with the batting. The hexagon with the batting is bigger, and you make 2 of them, and you put them back to back so that there's no wrong side. And then, you can put a hexie on the front, and you can fussy cut your fabrics if you want into the shape. But anyway, if you go on Create with Christine, she has the print offs for the size that you may need, and it's fun kind of watching doing it. But sometimes this is just a little project that you can do, and it's done, and it's fun. They have a duck too. These are little chicks, but that's what I was up to. Let me see. June's in here, and Jody came in, and June came in. Hello, glad to see you. Jess is in here. Did I see Jess? No, there you are, Jess. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. I did order some vinyl. I want to be brave. So when Mona did what? When she decides that she's going to do her any of her bag making or anything like that, or I thought this would be good for project bags. It's by Annie is the company, and it's the vinyl that you can make that. Let me see. Yep. This is what they say. This is what they use for the bag making or the project bags. So the only thing is when you do the plastic, you either need a Teflon foot, or you're going to have to put. Oops. Sorry. I hope you didn't lose me. Nope, I'm still there. Ah. I hit my keyboard, so that's what happened. I'm just trying to get it back on my screen. As soon as I get it back on my screen, I'll be good. And I'm got to tell myself I can come back on. There. See what happened? You do all sorts of goofy things. Oh, my audio was removed. Let me see. Let's see what they say. Audio. Yes, it was. No, it isn't. It's good. Okay. I'm just gonna get out of this. We just love these little things, don't we? Okay. So anyhow, this is called by Annie's, and this is I'm going to use for project bags or whatever I may need it for. And I have I was going to tell you that you could use parchment paper over top, or tissue paper, or real light tissue paper, and sew through that, and that'll keep your vinyl from sticking to your foot if you don't have a Teflon foot. So you can tip of the day. Let's see. You're gonna check and see what's I've got my iPad. I mean, not my iPad, I got my computer and my keyboard and my mouse, and I'm trying to finagle this stuff, see how I can see? I'm better off just to keep it going the way it should be. So, oh, thanks, Zaza, I made that. This was now I'm gonna lose the magnet. There you go. Um, this was made from, an orphan block, I think, or I made the block up, and then I did this. It has some batting behind it, and, then I sewed it on and quilted it. There, and, I like to do that. I like to do that kind of stuff. Hi, Mona. Welcome in. Yes, Saza is in the chat, Mona. So, another thing I've been working on, I had them in my hand. Now, how could they disappear? Oh, it's because I put them down in front of me. Senior moment here. Okay, I'm just gonna check. You guys been sewing all this week too? You've been working on your projects, your sew alongs? I also am doing Dear Jane. So I did a few blocks. I'll just show you. There's one of them. I don't know if you can see. That looks dark to me. Let me see if I can see what you're seeing and not hit any of the buttons. So this is a purple and a black, and I'm doing mine in batiks. Then here is another one. I'm paper piecing mine. Look how tiny those are. That's why. Are they perfect? No. Here's another one. You know what? This is funky fabric, but I like the block, and I think it's because the black really sets it off. Another one. There you go. The only thing with this and the points are gonna be cut off when I sew it together, but I thought I did it twice, I'm not wasn't gonna do it again. And here's another one. It seems like it's dark in here today. I don't know why. Sheila's here. Hi, Sheila. Thank you, June. I appreciate it. I'll bring my phone over here so that I'm not got my face away from y'all. So anyway, at night I write down. I'm keeping track of what I'm doing every day. I decided to do that 2 days ago. I thought I'm going to do that. I don't. It's. I have kind of a to-do list of what I want to do or what I need to do and work on. And the top priority right now is Winter Kisses and Song Sparrow. And then in between, at least twice a week, or at least once a week, try to do at least 2 of these blocks from Dear Jane. I am working on a sweatshirt jacket that I wanna do, and, I had fat quarters, like, how many you get? A lot, feels like 50, and I washed them because I pre-washed my, sweatshirt too, since it's gonna be a garment. I didn't want it to shrink and be all distorted, so I had washed my fat quarters and I'm pressing them, and then I'm gonna cut them into, strips, like maybe 3.5 inch strip or something like that, I'm not sure, by 8 inches long, but I got the idea, which I will record little processes. I got the idea is from the Jelly Roll Club. She has a series on about how to do, a sweatshirt from Jelly Rolls, and, of course, I use fat quarters, you could use yardage, and I, will end up whenever I do this next week, or this week, I probably will record a little bit of me cutting up the strips and that, or getting ready for the next step of, deconstructing the sweatshirt, um, and I'll leave a link so that you can in the description, so you can go to hers, and see. Mine is not, gonna be a tutorial, it's just, s see my progress, see what I'm doing, video, because she has one and hers is excellent, so I don't need to do one and I don't need to copy hers. Let me see. Everybody's saying hi, good stuff. Mhm, thank you, Zaza. Sheila's saying hi. Katie. So I got those done. So anyhow, I'm keeping track. There's certain things I'm not getting to that I wanted to, like little tiny things that I put in that I'd like to do. I did get a little hand stitching in on, those, um, vintage blocks, the appliques. Got a couple more applique on those to do. But I wanted to do more embroidery stitching. That's low in the totem pole. I just, you know, I'll probably today I probably already said what I was gonna do today that I've already forgot what I said I'd do. I'll probably get this work on this again. Um, I'll probably cut some more blocks for our sew along that Katie, the Greenland quilter, and I are hosting in February, starting February 2nd at 3:30 PM Eastern Standard Time. We go live, but it will be recorded, so you'll be able to watch the replay as many times as you want, um, so that if you happen to miss it, you can still get it. If you need to look at a technique over again, um, you can, play it again in those areas. If I was really good, I'd know how to to mark it, timestamp it. I think I could, but I don't know. Timestamp it so you knew where to go for each thing, but maybe YouTube does that in the video summaries. They might do that theirself. You can get a timestamp in there. Deborah's here, or Deborah Buck Deb Deb I'm gonna say it, Debraka? I know it means Deb or Deborah. It has to be. So, as Katie, when is your next Katie goes live on Wednesday. No, on Thursday, I'm sorry. She may be going on Wednesday, but her normal schedule is Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 4:30 PM Eastern Standard. Now she fits other lives in there too. Hi, Donnell, but we'll talk more about the so long. Um, Get your fabric, you can still get your book, and I would suggest you start cutting some of your blocks, put the blocks in baggies and label them, and then they'll be ready. Now, if you don't have time and you can't do it, then you can do it the following week, because what I'm gonna do is I'll probably do about 4 to 5 blocks during the live. The ones that at the beginning is very fast, very simple, so, um, but then that whole following week, you have to work on your blocks. So, I have one day hey, I have 2 hours to get mine done, but and you got a whole week, so let's see. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays start at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yep, and Donnell, she has a channel. Donnell, you can drop your, channel link by typing share if you want, and then, people can see you, and I'm going to see I didn't get you anything cold to drink, and man, I feel parched. So, anyway, um, tell me what you guys are doing. What you been up to? Hey, Zaza, I started watching your interview. I would have watched you live. I didn't realize you were gonna be on there with Donna. I, I didn't get I started watching it last night. I fell asleep. So, I'm gonna watch it again, but congratulations. Yeah. Oh, Donna, it is, just share, just SHARE is, to put your, name in, your channel in. And Donnell says that she goes on Wednesday night at 7 PM Eastern Standard Time and Saturday, Sunday mornings at 10 AM Eastern Standard Time. There you go, Donnell. You're on now. What are you guys doing today? Nothing? I bet you I know what you're doing. You're doing the same thing I am. You're sewing and that, trying to get things done. How's it going for you, Deb? Is your blocks coming along good for you? No real problems? The green one is I'll see what I did wrong. The but I think it turned out fine. I mean, it visually, it still has the same effect. So, I got all my pieces and parts out here now. Oh, wait till you see this. I showed you last week. Now there's gonna be a few more, but this is just a few cut off from the green part of Winter Kisses, because we do a flip and sew. Sew and flip? Yeah. And I'm sewing these together. I haven't trimmed any of them, but I'm gonna lean back here. These are full. This is full of them that's already been sewn and pressed. So what shall I make? I could do something Valentine's Eve with these. I know that it has snowflakes, so February, you do get snow. Uh, St. Patrick's Day, mini quilts. So I'm curious. I know I'll be off a little bit because some didn't come out the way I wanted to, but I'm gonna count these. I'm curious to how many bonus triangles I get out of this quilt. Now Lori's quilt, didn't have I even did these, where you have the so, Lori's quilt didn't really have any stitch and flips, I don't think. I'm looking right now. Oh, yeah, did she? No, no, I don't see any in her fabric line. That's a lot. That's an achievement, ladies. Everybody's still saying hi. Oh, Donnell, that is the worst to be at work and it's super slow. That is not fun, um, at all. On the good news, talk about work, let me see, I got news. My husband is retiring completely, uh, and he's enjoyed it, but he's had 60 good years. Can you believe it? So he's gonna stop, he'll be done, and then my grandson, Brady, the one that, uh, lives with us here, he's been working so hard at getting certification and things like that for, cybersecurity jobs, and, he did get his 2nd certification and things like that, and he had another job that was more like in the technical end of it, where not a technical end of, cybersecurity, but a technical assistant in, like, internet problems and things like that, that he had worked with for over a year, probably a year and a half. Didn't make much money, but it was a job. Uh, he was contacted by this one company a couple of weeks ago, and they have, like, a six-step interview. You gotta go through 6 phases. They contacted him because he had put his resume on LinkedIn, and they saw him, and they sought him out. Well, he did get the job. He started yesterday, making twice as much money as he did at the other job, but they had a thing where you could get bonuses, uh, and, that would bring your salary up. So, basically, they told him yesterday, "We got rid of the thing where you go to work for bonuses, and we're giving it to you guys in your salary." So, his salary actually tripled from what he was working at home. It's, like, such a blessing that that happened because you just see your grandchildren or children that people that have younger children, it's hard for them to get a foothold. Uh, so it was a very he is so excited to work for this company, and it's a global company. Um, and then my other grandson, the middle one, this is the ones that are my daughter's sons. He's one that, he graduated, finished the Marine Corps, and he got his first apartment a year ago and decided, "I don't like paying rent." He bought his first home. I can't believe he was able to do it. Well, he got a VA loan. That made a big difference. You know, you get a VA loan, you don't have to have a down payment, and the interest rates are lower and things like that. So, that was good. Yeah, that's good news. Um, I said 2026 is gonna be a good year. I just I want it to be for everybody, and I hope that it brings in good news for people like this. It it's good. It's good just, when things that you see that people are worked hard for, and they're trying, and like my one grandson, he just persevered, in getting edu his education in it, and he didn't think he would really, will I really get a acknowledgement, on his resume, and he did, and that was great, so I'm proud of him. I'm proud of all my grandsons. So which I have 6 grandsons and 2 great-grandsons. I need a granddaughter in there. It's gonna be by marriage. Okay, Deb, take care. See ya. I never asked her how her foot was doing, if that was doing good or anything like that. Uh, I don't really it's terrible, but I really don't have a lot more to talk about in the, embroidery field. I am I tried to stamp some fabric 'cause I have archival ink, um, but, it gives the shading and all that. I wish I could get it just with the outlines, but I might, I stamped it on paper. I think I'm gonna outline the main parts of it. It's a cute little, let me see, not not nothing like the host leaving the spot, is there? I stamped it on paper, and if I could just do the main detail, isn't that cute? I like to embroider that, but what I would do is on my fabric is I would go ahead and trace it off onto my fabric. The stamping didn't work good. Um, it made it too dark for the fabric. Uh, I have, the pens that is watercolor pens, pencils. They're, they're a name brand right now. I can't think of what. They're over on the iron board, and I'd have to go back over there. So I thought, I traced it off on my fabric because that's what I did with those little chicks. Color this in, and then you add water, the paintbrush to it to blend it out, and then you can layer more on top of it if you want to get it shaded darker. Um, Jean from Captain Stitches has a video on where she did it with the crayons. I have the crayons and I have the colored pencils also. Ink and ink tints. It's called is my colored pen, pencils. Ink tints, and they're permanent. And I thought, oh, okay, I think I'll play a little bit with that. I just think it's a cute little thing, and that was a stamp. That was just a rubber stamp I had from when I was, doing a lot of, journaling and making, junk journals. Yeah, Jody, I think that's a cute one. I think it'd be fun, and I even if I just did the outlines and the pins and I think I'll play with it, and I'll show you guys next week if I get a chance to do it, so well, Deb's leaving, and I don't have anything else to share with you at this point other than get ready for this sew along. And I'm doing my baggies and paper clipping them to each page. So all I have to do is pull that block and be done. So if you wanna get the first 5 blocks cut, that would be great, and then we can work on it together. And, we'll have questions so you can if you have questions, we'll have the answers. How's that? That's better. Alice in Wonderland starts, yes, Sunday, February 2nd at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Um, I put it up there. I didn't even realize I did. Well, there you go, ladies and gents. So anyhow, I want you to have a good day. Have a blessed day. Uh, be thankful. Take time for yourself to relax, to sit down. If you're feeling stressed, sit down and stitch, crochet, knit, embroidery, slow stitch, do EPP, do painting, read a book, listen to music. Those are the things that can relax you and take the stress away. Reading a book takes you to a whole 'nother world. Even listen to on audio, if your brain is on overload and you can't slow it down, listen to an audiobook, and, that's a good way. So this year, I'm kinda taking it like that to where, hey, if I feel like I need to, I'm going to take so much time, like, what if you want 20 minutes a day? And people say, "I don't have time." Well, anything you do, if it's 10 minutes you worked on it, that's 10 minutes you worked on it. Maybe you have 20 on something else, but you got a main project. So what that's what I'm trying to do. I have my main projects that is priority, but when I need a break in between and a rest, I'll do my other things that I wanna do this the relaxation. So, anyway, I wanna say, have a good day, and thanks for joining me.